What's up? What's good? What's going on, y'all? So let's jump in. I just want to see what's the strongest energy currently affecting you. What are the messages coming through surrounding that situation? And how can you navigate it? So let's jump in. Guys, these are general messages for your sun, moon, rising, north node, Venus, as well as your ninth house. Very particular messages here on the Manjula Awakening for your ninth house. But even with that being said, guys, take what resonates and chuck the rest for someone else, okay? What is the strongest energy around the Sagittarian Manjula Awakening Collective? What's going on in spirit? What are the messages that I need to come through for the best and highest good for my ninth house collective? Thank you, spirit. So we need to talk about attachment issues. Spirit is saying we need to talk about attachment issues. Issues of attachment, either excessive or fearful, may arise. Joint evolution. So you and someone are collectively addressing attachment issues. And these attachment issues that are, I think it looks like it's going to work for the betterment of this, like it's going to push this connection in the direction of togetherness. Okay, I am noticing how these two people are in union. Okay, and this says joint evolution. So something is, it says you and others are growing together, supporting each other for sure. But we do have to, whatever the situation is that we're going to be talking about, the root issue of it is the way that you all attach is what we're talking about. All right, guys, so let's jump in and see what's going on here with this joint evolution. We're going to go in here. I'm sorry, with this attachment issues. Attachment issues. What's at the heart of the matter? Like, I see the attachment. What's at the heart of the matter? Show me these attachment issues. How are they manifesting in my ninth house collective's reality? How are these attachment issues manifesting with my Sagittarian ninth house collective's reality? Thank you. So fantasies. So it's saying that how it's manifesting in your reality is there is this unrealistic fantasizing, daydreaming. So there's this fantasy you're attaching to a fantasy, or you're fantasizing, imagining endings. Okay, so your attachment style is you attach to it, not in reality. I have to be honest with you. Even when it comes to like excessive, like it's either excessive or fearful. And then with finality at the bottom of the deck, it's like there is a perspective that you're looking at your connections where it's almost like an all or nothing, or if this happens, then it's over, or like, because this is happening, it's going nowhere. There's some sort of mentality like that that is affecting the way your partnerships are coming into harmony. So there is definitely some sort of unrealistic fantasizing that is affecting the way that you're attaching to people, situations. How is this attachment issue manifesting in Sagittarius reality? Yeah, look, hoping, expecting, manifesting, bluff, pretending. Do you see what I'm saying? There's definitely some sort of, so it's like there's unrealistic expectations. It's definitely unrealistic expectations. Yeah, it's creating stress. It's creating stress and a push-pull energy. between you and someone, or you and just the way that you're connecting to things. It's definitely creating some sort of push-pull energy. Y'all, I bought Cosmo a different kind of wet food. I don't necessarily think that he's a fan of the one that he has. I bought him Rachel Ray. He went from the one that's called Sheba or something like that. I think he likes that Sheba better. Let's see, Spirit. Show me clear, concise messages. Show me my Sagittarian 9th House Collective. How are they showing up here inside of this situation? Show me the external person that is a part of this joint evolution. Clear, concise messages, please. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's jump in. Let's see, Spirit. Show me clear, concise messages. Show me how Sagittarius is showing up inside of this situation, Spirit. And show me how the person that they're in this joint evolution with is showing up as well, please. My neck, I slept wrong. I've been sleeping so much the last few days. I don't know if it was last night or yesterday, but all right, Spirit, tap me in. Thank y'all so much for smashing that thumbs up button. It's thoroughly appreciated. I know we've been a slow start to this read, but it feels powerful, if I can be honest with you. Thank you, Spirit. So you're showing up as the Page of Pentacles. It was in the deck in the reverse, and it went through some acrobats so that it could come out in the upright. So you're showing up as someone that is ambitious. You do have the desire to be diligent. However, there are times where you lack the desire to commit to this, okay? Y'all, he did it. He knocked over a whole box of cards. I've got to figure out a way to get him to stop doing that. I don't like it. It irritates me. It throws the vibes off for the reading. I absolutely dislike it. It makes me feel like the vibes for the reading is messed up. Ugh. Irritates my soul, y'all. Anyways, so with the Page of Pentacles falling out that way, it's as if at times it's like you want to, but it sometimes it does look like you do lack some sort of follow through, or you lack the proper actions. We also have the Justice in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse for your person. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Cups. Your person, they are hopeful. Like, I don't know, I don't know, like your person is like, this person's challenge is that they lack some sort of inner happiness, okay? Their challenge is that there's something that is different than what they desire. You see, I have to show you something. This is not someone that's like they're not in the place to offer long-term right now, because this person's challenge is the Ten of Cups in the upright. their desires from this situation is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. For what I'm trying to show you, I'm going to turn this around. In the pictures for what their desire from this connection, I want you to look at the 3 cats there. And in their challenge, I want you to look at these 3 cats. So it's almost like this connection for this person seems like a good temporary fit, because this is fleeting success. This doesn't have stability. And it's because this person is still holding on to expecting their happiness to look like this. So this person still has some unprocessed things for what they expected the past to look like. And because whatever this was in the past didn't come to fruition, their challenge is they don't have inner happiness. Okay? Their challenge is they don't have inner happiness because they're still attached to something supposed to look this way. Okay? Expectation of that. And that's not what they're getting from this connection here. So your person does reach out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Let me see something real quick. Let me get the rest of the sprayed out here. The 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. The 7 of Pentacles in the upright. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The 8 of Wands in the reverse. And the 2 of Wands in the upright. So the universe is wanting this connection to, like, the reason why this connection has been allowed to even come together in the first place is because there is this energy of needing to learn when to stop investing. It is. Or it's like this energy of needing to release the possessiveness of the hard work. Like, I did the work, so I'm owed a reward. And until I get that reward, I'm going to hold on to this. That is why the universe is allowing this connection to come together, because in essence, the two of you all are needing to learn when enough is enough, because you're showing up as the Page of Pentacles, meaning that you are ambitious, you are willing to invest and learn a situation. It's like with that Page of Pentacles almost coming out in the deck in the reverse, in the way that it came out in the upright, it's like you be knowing you should give up. You know that you should kind of like not commit to it, but you start working even more diligent towards it. And I feel like that this person here is unable to work on this because they're diligent about receiving a reward from another situation that didn't pan out that way. And here you are diligently working on a situation that you know isn't going to pan out that way. The likely outcome of this situation is not the prettiest, if I could be honest. I do feel like that there is some sort of slowdown that happens. I do feel like that there is a difficult decision. I do feel like that with the Two of Wands, it's the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Wands. That's the Ten of Wands collectively. I do feel like that there is this energy of exploring new opportunities here. Okay, I do feel like that there's too much clinging to control here inside of this particular situation based off of fantasy and unrealistic expectation. This person is expecting the harder that they invest, that they'll receive the reward, that they can just prove to this person that even though they may see you as, like, even though you may not be the Ten of Cups that this person is looking for, you are something that is tangible and sustainable. And I feel like that is you clinging to control, or someone in this connection is clinging to control in that essence. And I do feel like that creates some sort of push-pull energy, because what you're trying to prove to this person is tangible, is only confirming that the reality of what they're really wanting is not coming into fruition. So they're pushing against it. Ooh, that was a mouthful. That was a mouthful for someone. So, with that being said, Spirit, what is the best way for Sagittarius to approach this situation moving forward? What is the best way for my Sagittarian ninth house collective to approach this moving forward? This person is at the end of a cycle. Okay, 10-10. And then they're showing up as the Nine of Swords. This person has anxiety about something closing up here, okay? Let's see, Spirit. What is the best, like, with everything that's been said, what is the next best step? What is the best step for Sag to approach this here situation? So we do have the Hanged Man in the reverse. So I do feel like that Spirit is saying the Eight of Cups in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Release the fear of change, release the fear of loss, release the storyline that you're telling yourself that there's this energy of you telling yourself that you're not going to receive an investment, or if you work harder that you're going to receive a bigger return on your investment. Spirit is ultimately saying to release, surrender the need to sacrifice yourself for this connection, for this person. Like, I have to be honest with you, this person's desires for this connection is fleeting success, lack of stability, lack of resources. So their desires is to not have to invest a lot in this situation, because they're not really looking to stick around long term. Be compassionate, be balanced, but don't try to cling to this situation for control. Yeah, this card, the King of Wands, literally says overbearing, unachievable expectations. I do feel like that Spirit does want you to release the need to control this situation and release those unachievable expectations by thinking that the more work that you put in, that you'll be able to convince this person that even though they don't have their whatever that 10 of cups is for them, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this person went through a divorce and they're moping around, like, not like, it's not going to behoove you to try to convince this person, yeah, you may not be that first family, but you guys can create a new family. That's not going to behoove you. That's going to create an injustice and imbalance. Okay. What is this person's next actions? Like, what is this person's next actions towards this connection? So we have the Moon card and illusions, unconscious behaviors, the Eight of Cups, avoidance. We do have the Ace of Cups here. I do feel like that this person, like, the Eight of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, even though the Ace of Cups came out here, they are developing feelings for this connection, but they are going to avoid them, because developing feelings for this connection with you at this time, it literally confirms that they are losing whatever they think the 10 of Cups is. What is the 10 of Cups to this person, Spirit? What is the 10 of Cups that is creating the challenge for this person? This Eight of Swords, it literally says self-victimization. What is the Ten of Cups that is creating the challenge? What does the Ten of Cups represent for this person? Temperance in the reverse. There is a situation in this person's life, like the Ace of Pentacles. Everything is in the reverse. This whole, because I don't have reversals in this deck. But we have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you all, this person could have addictions, okay? But a lot of you all, there is a person, okay? I do feel like that there is a person that they have a lot of love for, that they had envisioned quite a bit with. And it doesn't look like that it looks like that it turned into a missed opportunity. Because for Temperance to come out in the reverse in the Ace of Pentacles, I seen it in the reverse, even though this whole deck was in the reverse. It hit my table in the reverse. So we have to acknowledge it. And that is that there was an imbalance, a discord, a fall apart, something just no longer like alchemy, mixing together things, something that they were blending themselves together with turned into a missed opportunity. It's not working. And it is a person. And it looks like that they gave a lot with the Nine of Wands at the top of the deck here. That it looks like that they gave a lot into this, trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? What happened in that situation? The Knight of Swords. There could have been interference. Nine of Swords. Someone allowed us, it looks like that someone allows their addictions or their temptations to get the best of them. This person may be quite reckless. Like there's like what happened, recklessness, reckless behaviors, imbalance, giving into indulgences. Temperance in the reverse can be someone, addictions, imbalances, right? So someone could have recklessly given into their indulgences here. Yeah. So but it does look like that this person, like I have to be honest, this person is like their next likely actions towards this connection has a lot to do with them fearing, like their intuition is speaking loud and clear to them, okay? The emotions for this situation is being developed, but not enough for this person to have the Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, okay? Because this person's challenge is they do lack inner happiness because of something that they had been hoping to, like they were trying to merge inside of a situation and invested quite a bit, and it looks like it didn't quite go their way. They didn't get the outcome they were hoping for. Even if you want to talk about it, you see in the Ten of Cups, the black cat, right? Here is the orange cat. In the Moon card, the orange cat is on top of the towers back there, okay? That's the orange cat. So their likely actions towards this connection is still to have some sort of fantasy, unrealistic thinking that that orange cat will return. This person hasn't fully walked away from the idea of that Ten of Cups, okay? And therefore they're avoiding any new development of new feelings that is sustainable for this connection here, because their desires is the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Fleeting, they're not looking for anything long term, because in their mind, whatever this Ten of Cups is, it's going to come back together. They're just looking for something to fill the space in the meantime. So what does my ninth house collective do with this information moving forward? The Hermit and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. The Hermit is in the upright. Really contemplate. It says the Queen of Cups, it says martyrdom, insecurities, and dependency. That's now twice. Your next best, like how do you approach this best with the information, is the Hangman. That card says martyrdom. And I just asked, what does Sag do with this information? And we have martyrdom again. And it's on top of the Hermit. So I definitely feel like Spirit is wanting you to really go within and seek your higher self and see, why is it that you are like, it's time to start addressing the wound of martyrdom. Okay, so I looked up martyrdom, and it says a display of fringed or exaggerated suffering to obtain suffering or admiration. So Spirit is wanting you to address the wound of exaggerating what you're tolerating in hopes of being admired, in hopes of being chosen, right? Didn't expect this reading to be so damn deep. What is the highest message for Sagittarius to extract from this message? What is the highest message that you want Sagittarius to extract here? Wow, the Two of Wands, which already came out here for the likely outcome of this situation. It says you are standing at a crossroads, ready to expand your horizon. Take time to evaluate your options and make a plan. With focus and determination, you can set the foundation for success. The future is in your hands. Choose with purpose. So Spirit is saying, the highest message for you to walk away from this reading with is that you don't have to settle for this. Okay? But you do have to choose, boundaries. You got to choose you. You got to choose you. The Two of Wands is all about looking to the future, opening up to new opportunities. It's a difficult decision. It does require you to make difficult decisions. But it's time to leave home. It's definitely time to leave your comfort zone, Sag. Most important message walking away from this reading for Sag. The people that have showed up here in this reading is Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, Cancer, Sag, Pisces, Libra, Virgo. Most important thing that you want Sag to know at this time. CEO energy. It's time for you to take control of the situation. It's time, you really do have more control over this situation. Okay. This is saying there is unexplained, this is a past life, this is a past life wound. Okay. So this is either childhood wound. If you don't believe in past life, this is something that is deeply rooted. And if you believe in past life, this is something that definitely you said, I will no longer tolerate in my next lifetime. And this is your chance to stand on that. Okay. You're a natural leader. It's time for you to speak up so that you can upgrade. You must do what you have to do in order to get the upgrade that you claimed in a previous life or during childhood. You said you wanted more. You said you wanted better. You have to be willing to say, to move with purpose, you have to be willing to choose with purpose, or you can choose out of familiarity. You're ready for the next level. Anything else for Sag to know walking away from this reading? Anything else for Sag to know? Or the Ninth House Collective to know walking away from this reading? Self-Care Sunday. Take care of you. Take care of you. Take some time. Prioritize rest. Recharge emotionally. Pamper yourself. Taking care of you, it matters. You're about to have a major big break, okay? Major opportunity, major life-changing moment. This is it. But you have to do the shadow work. You have to do the shadow work to receive it, okay? All right, that's what I got for you, Sag. I hope these messages were able to offer you some guidance and clarity. If so, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. I love you thoroughly.